Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to a very special reaction and review. This is to the season finale of Season 8 of MLP, and I'm going to do this in two parts, because if I do both episodes in one video and the afterthoughts afterward, it'd take too freaking long to edit, too freaking long, and especially too long to render, and don't want to go through that, so I'm going to do it separately. So this is episode 25 of MLP, which is season 8, which is School Raze, and I already know, that Cozy Glow is a bad guy, and I know that because I've been seeing like links over on the side on my YouTube page, my pages, Cozy Glow's defeat, things like that. So. And I anticipated she was going to be a villain anyway because of her mannerisms, how she acted. So yeah, I anticipated that she was going to be a villain. So I know that much, and because it's called School Raze it to the ground. So yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in and see what awaits us. Starting video. 3, 2, 1, click. Derpy derp! Oh, it's Derpy! It's little Derpy. Ow.
Thank you for the mail delivery. Have a wonderful day.
Derpy's so awesome. I love her. And it's you. It's the Darla Dimple of MLP.
You're new here, right? I'm Cozy Glow, Professor Sparkle's friendship assistant. Welcome to our school.
When did that happen?
Your first class is just down that hall.
There's a word for you. Teacher's pet.
A 7-letter word for teamwork. Have you tried synergy? That's it. Thanks, Cozy. What are friends for?
What are you up to? What? I already know something happens in your ball.
The mail's here already? What time is it? I'm late for my class's field trip to Cloudsdale.
Calm down.
Don't worry. I asked Professor Rainbow Dash to cover for you. And she said yes? Uh-huh. I told her how busy you are and how much her loyalty meant to you. I also color-coded your teaching schedule by friendship element and cataloged all the magical artifacts in the school. I hope that's okay. Okay? Cozy, that's amazing. You're like my right hoof pony. I don't know what I'd do without
That's
you.
cute.
It's
We
like
call
you
you
taught me. Helping
teacher's
is what
pet.
friendship's all about. Exactly.
I call you Miss
My class is
Suckup.
learning that on their field trip right now. I heard
And
they
Lapdog.
might do some sightseeing first. Ta-da! The Pegasus Weather Factory.
The Rainbow Factory.
Snow from Cloudsdale comes from there.
Where your fears and horrors come true.
Hey, the cool stuff's over here. Wow, I've never stood on a cloud before.
You can't normally, but for our trip, I cast a spell that lets us walk like Pegasi.
Sweet.
Hey, Yoda, come check out this view. Unless you're too scared.
Yona, not
She's cute.
scared. No, Yona's scared.
Oh crap. Okay. Now, already, couple things to go over with this episode so far already. Yona's a suck-up. Already, Cozy is a suck-up. That's what she is. She's the teacher's little pet, teacher's little butt kisser. And she's in there for some reason. She's doing all of this stuff for a reason. I don't know why. Oh crap. Oh crap! What just happened? Who's left this? Okay. Whew.
Gotcha. It's okay, Yona. You light fine, remember? flying, not falling.
I don't understand. It's like my spell stopped working.
Cozy.
That's never happened before.
She's behind it.
We have an emergency.
The students dropped out of the sky. Slow down. What happened?
I cast a spell for our field trip to Cloudsdale, but my magic just failed.
We barely caught every pony in time. I'm glad you're all okay, but I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, Starlight. Maybe you did your spell wrong. Let's take a look. I didn't drop that book.
Maybe you did your
It's
spell
her.
wrong.
Ow! Rarity ran into the door. My magic is gone! I even had to use my
Oh my god!
to quaff my tail!
Still think there's nothing to worry
I
about?
saw Cozy
This doesn't
smiling.
make any sense. Magic can't just
Cozy.
disappear. Something has to be causing this. Didn't we learn in class about a creature that eats magic?
T-Rex?
something?
There's no way he's...
T-Rex.
Unless you set him free!
Tartarus. Spike, what's wrong?
Thanks.
It's called indigestion.
Stuck before. It's from Princess Celestia. We've all been called to an emergency meeting in Canterlot. Look!
Pretty sure I know what it's about.
Throughout our city, ponies have been reporting tales of their magic failing, spells going wrong, potions not working.
Even raising the moon has become difficult.
Yep.
Are there similar troubles in Ponyville?
We experienced it first hoof.
It's the same in my kingdom. The Crystal Heart seems safe for now, but I worry if this continues.
Letter for the princesses from Star Swirl the Bearded.
It is even more terrible than we feared.
What?
Magic is disappearing all across Equestria. Star Swirl believes the power will
That's
drain from our
awfully
land
specific.
in 3 days. First, Unicorn...
That's whenever the moon will fall from the sky, like in Majora's Mask.
Day,
Or
creatures
Ocarina
will
of Time.
lose their magic abilities.
Oh no!
And finally, magical artifacts will stop working when the sun sets on the 3rd day. The magic in our world
Wasn't there a
will be
cheat
gone.
that extends it for a
Forever.
day?
But why is this happening now?
That's the worst part. We have no idea.
Has any pony checked on T-Rex? You mean the big red scary centaur who eats magic? Why would we want... Oh, right!
If he has found some way to escape his prison or work from within it, he
I don't think
could
it's-
be responsible for this.
That is the best explanation so far. Some pony should investigate.
Whoa! Oh, yes! So we're going to Tartarus!
no.
Sweet!
Not without us, you Wait. Did you say we? I finally learned that it's okay to count on your friends for help. You do want to come, right?
We're going to Tartarus! Yes!
Thank
I'll pack
you
the
all.
fire
We will
extinguishers.
search for ways to protect Equestria in your absence.
Be careful.
Tartarus, okay.
Tartarus has changed since you were there, and now holds many dangerous creatures, and you won't be able to rely
As long as
on
you
your
don't make a
magic.
deal with Hades,
With
you're
her
good.
friends by her side, she won't have to.
Okay, I left you my lesson plan, all my student
You might
files,
want to leave her in
and my
1911
annotated syllabus notes.
with
If anything goes wrong,
pack
get
of
Celestia.
45
Got it. Maybe I should just close the school
bullets,
and send my students home?
just in case.
Would you go save Equestria already?
Okay, Cozy packed us all up for a trip to Bad Guy Central.
Don't forget
Those
the
are poison.
sandwiches. I marked Jews as Jews just in case. Starlight can't stand mustard.
That's so sweet of you, Cozy. But Twilight has asked me to stay here to run the school.
Oh, I thought that after what happened last time.
Once you survive Discord, anything else is a piece of cake.
Plus, she'll have you to help her. Oh, golly, yes! I promise I'll be the best assistant ever! Come on, we can start working on your substitute headmare plans right now if you like.
Wow, okay.
You just
See?
jinxed it.
Nothing to worry about. Tell me there's nothing to worry about.
Wait, what? So we're not showing Tartarus?
Students? I know we're all sad
Bummer.
Professor Sparkle is away, But don't worry, because she left me in charge to do things just the way she would.
I thought Starlight Glimmer was gonna be temporary head mayor.
She was, but she left me this note. I have to go. Twilight needs my help. I know the school is in good hopes with you, Cozy.
She didn't write that note. You did.
We won't let Starlight down, will we?
She's gonna turn into Hitler, isn't she?
Weird, isn't it? I don't know what you mean.
Like, why'd she change her mind? Why did Starlight write a note instead of say goodbye to us herself? Doesn't make
She's
any
on
sense.
to you.
Oh, Smolder, you forget. We're not scheming dragons. We're ponies. Sounds like some creature needs to do a little extra friendship homework.
Yeah, not pony either. If Smolder get homework, Yona get homework.
Me
They'll
too.
figure it out.
I'm in. Yeah! Homework party!
He's like, I don't want homework.
Fine.
What loyalty. Professor Rainbow Dash would be so proud. You are such good friends.
You know,
You all are. And
in
I'm
horror
grateful
movies,
because it will be
the little
awfully
kid
hard
is
when I'm
always
school alone.
the thing you
Can I
avoid.
count on each of you to help
It's
me?
always the little kid.
Thank you
It's
so
always
much.
the
It's
little
just like our
child.
professors taught us.
That
Together,
is just
we can
pure
get through
evil.
anything.
Oh, this looks beast.
Ow! I have had it with these horrible flies.
They're swarming around the dead corpses.
Have you tried using your tail to shoo them away?
Bite your tongue. It's for decorative purposes only. Hey! I didn't know we packed green
Didn't.
cupcakes. We didn't. They must have gone bad without magic to keep them cold.
I wouldn't eat that.
Magic this, magic that. We don't need magic to go on a little hike.
You're in Tartarus, aren't you?
You were
Aren't you?
saying...
You just need to think more like earth ponies, y'all. Granny's apple core, no bite, no more. That'll keep the flies off.
Ooh! It smells just like it looks! Even if our food's spoiled, these
they're not.
blueberries are still good to eat.
Too bad we can't do anything about the rainstorm.
I can't stop that storm by myself, but I can
Rainbow, I wouldn't do that. That's dangerous.
I think we have all the magic,
Magic
we
of
need
friendship.
right here. Not that I don't want to get it back. Let's go.
Ooh, that's a beautiful shot. Cute.
Cozy Glow baked our class cupcakes today! And she made all of us friendship bracelets! She's the nicest pony I've ever met. I'm so
She finally
glad
talks!
she's head mayor.
Temporary head mayor? Right, guys?
Oh, of course. But if Twilight takes her time coming back, I won't mind.
I'm experiencing a very similar situation at church. I'm not kidding.
Finally! We thought you forgot about study club.
Sorry I'm late. Cozy Glow gave our class tickets to a Sapphire Shores concert in Ponyville tonight.
You get the feeling Cozy's trying too hard to be
duh.
like her?
Or maybe she just wants to help us keep our minds off of how scary it
Duh.
is that magic's disappearing.
I don't trust her.
Now that
What's she up to behind those big eyes and bouncy curls? And why Cozy Pony coming out catacombs so late at night?
follow her.
Let's go ask her.
So that's the door to.
This
Okay.
is the only door to
So that's the door to
The
heck.
good news is, the seal isn't broken. So we know T-Rex didn't escape.
Let me guess. You got bad news, too.
Last time I was here, I had to use magic to get in. And according to Star Swirl, all unicorn magic was gone by yesterday's sunset.
Please tell me that the door to Tartarus is not magically sealed. Meaning, if the magic is gone, the door is unlocked.
Twilight, I got this. Free pizza
That's not gonna work.
Always worked before. Oh well.
Did any of y'all pack something they could actually...
Nope.
These all do magic, but not the kind we're looking for, I'm afraid.
How about this?
The key of unfettered entrance. Where did you find this, Spike?
In your bag. Cozy Glow must have packed it for you.
She's locking you in.
Everything.
What does it do?
It can magically open any door.
Wait.
And since artifacts like this
Either A,
haven't
she's
lost
trying to
their
lock
power
you
yet,
in, Or B, she's fooling you into opening the door to Tartarus and unleashing, unlocking every... letting go.
I guess it only works once.
That means you can't seal the door back without magic, correct? That means she's either hoping to lock you in, or she's hoping you'll release every single beast that has been locked in there for centuries.
Unless it's really bouncy stone. I think he lost his magic too. All the creatures here must
That's
have.
Tartarus? Huh. A lot less threatening than I imagined.
Star Swirl said that would happen on the second day.
I know it should make me feel safer, but it just makes me sad. We gotta fix this.
Tartarus is a lot less threatening. I imagined seas of lava and fire and creatures and things roaming about. Hello, what the frick?
Where is Princess Twilight?
Oh golly, she's away on a quest. I'm watching.
What are you doing here and how did you get in?
Magic is failing across our land, and she left a fool in charge of this facility?
Yes, sir. Is there anything I can do for you?
That won't be necessary. Twilight's folly stops here. As of now, I am Head Stallion, and I have quite a few changes to make.
Oh boy. Okay, you're not working together, obviously. But, how did you get in?
If all these monsters lost their magic, then getting past Cerberus should be easy peasy.
Wanna bet?
Look out! I'll talk to him. Excuse me, puppy. You're a very good guard dog. Yes, you are. But, we were wondering if we could get by to check on Tyrek?
That looks like a yes.
I'll get you a towel, darling.
I won't deny, I'm a little disappointed with how Tartarus looks.
Friendship
Could look a little...
for a visit. What have I done to earn the honor of your company?
We want answers, T-Rex. Magic is disappearing from Equestria.
I know. What a waste of such delicious power.
So you are behind this!
Silly filly, if I had all that magic, do you think I'd still be locked up in here? But I might know something about it.
What are you doing? Those are Twilight student files.
These aren't. Not anymore. With Equestria under attack, ponies must stand together. Twilight has endangered us all by skipping off on friendship trips while these dangerous creatures run loose.
You don't think they're the reason magic is disappearing, do you?
Yes, and I came to warn Twilight. But since she is gone, it falls to me to protect you foes from these monsters.
What can you do?
Exactly. Hate false equivalent thieves.
Did you hear something?
It sounded like it came from over there.
You again, as I suspected.
What the freak? Dude!
From now on, this school is pony only. As nature intended.
Oh, you racial prick.
Since you refuse to explain your plot against Equestria and return the magic you stole, you will stay here while I summon your guardians to take you home.
Wait! You were right about them from the beginning, Chancellor. I see that now. I don't want anything to do with creatures that could
He's going with it
Wisely put.
in order to figure out a plan.
Every pony will come to their senses.
Wink back at them, dude.
Eventually.
What in tarnation?
Sorry, I ran out of apples. I need the Cutie Mark Crusaders. My friends are in trouble. Chancellor Naysay locked them up.
Huh? I thought Cozy Glow was in charge.
Not anymore. But you guys are good buddies. If you can convince her to distract Naysay, I can break out my friends. Will you help me?
Do mulberries have seeds? That's a yes.
Where's Equestria's magic going, T-Rex? What's making it disappear?
If you let me out, I'm sure.
I'm having so many supernatural flashbacks here.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
How about you tell us what you know, or you'll be stuck here forever because we're out of magic keys and no pony can open the door?
Oh dear, I hadn't thought of that.
We're just as trapped as T-Rex?
What a pity. Well, for you, sweet revenge from me. It seems my little protege's plan worked after all.
Huh?
Which little protege?
Oh,
Cozy Glow.
Never met. We're pen pals. Each letter had so many questions about draining magic.
And you answered them?
Well, I was bored, so I simply pointed my pen pal in the right direction.
Can't you just tell us your pen pal's name? I mean,
Cozy.
since you're stuck here anyway?
Oh, why not? The irony is too perfect. Her name is...
Cozy Glow! I could have sworn I saw her come down this way when she left her office.
So Cozy Glow's been working with you. Starlight!
Enjoying yourself in there, Starlight? I'm sorry I had to push you in, but what else could I do? You were going to ruin all my plans. You might get some company soon if I can't make that annoying Naysay back off!
You're insane.
All this magic needs time to drain from Equestria before my vortex sucks it to another realm.
You're insane!
Things can sure seem like forever, huh? You know, you ponies got it all wrong. Friendship isn't magic. Friendship is power. With Twilight and her lackeys out of my way,
You've lost it.
all of Equestria will bow to me, the future Empress of Friendship!
You're freaking insane! Well, she's not really working with T-Rex. Okay! Okay, so... I knew that Cozy was a bitch. Quite early on. There was so many telltale signs that she was freaking crazy! She was hiding something. The devil was in the details. And... boom. She's freaking crazy. Now, this is interesting. She's using a vortex to suck... Okay, let's go over a couple things here. First off, magic is draining from Equestria. And right from the get-go, we saw how much Cozy had been sucking up. Cozy had been doing so many things throughout the time that she's been introduced. She's been hanging around within the school. She's been hanging around in the classes, and she's been absent from some moments. Obviously, now we know why. She's doing an awful lot of butt kissing right from the get-go, and just doing all kinds of things to try to weasel her way in and to become Twilight's best assistant. Pretty much Twilight giving her access to the libraries, to the files, to the records, every single thing that Cozy would need to have access for, or to have access to. And Cozy has been acting like Miss Goody freaking Two-Shoes the whole time. And now she has trapped Starlight and is using a vortex to suck in the magic, and she's crazy. She's insane. She is now determined to become the Empress of Friendship. and she's wanting to overthrow she's wanting all of the magic in Equestria to be hers, and she's wanting to overthrow Twilight, Celestia, Luna, Cadence. She's wanting to overthrow everyone. Now, an interesting thing here. She set every one of these ponies up. She set them up. And I kind of guessed it whenever the gang were trying to use the key. Whenever they used the key to get into Tartarus. The key broke. And my first speculation was perhaps the key was supposed to unlock the door to release all of the beasts in Tartarus. However, that was one guess. My second guess is that Cozy had tricked them and had lured them there so that they would become trapped. And that's exactly what happened. She lured them there. Now, Tirac, I think I might have made a mention before that maybe Cozy was working with Tirac. I keep thinking I made a mention about it. I can't be certain, but I keep thinking that I made a mention about it. I know I thought it. I might not have said it, but I know I thought it. And she somehow is working with Tirac. She somehow managed. I didn't know you could send letters to Tartarus. I mean, I didn't see a P.O. box anywhere. I didn't see a mailbox. Apparently, the courier from the Wasteland apparently goes to Tartarus, too. But somehow, and like I said, there were just so many details. There were just so many things that was set up. Cozy conveniently outside the clubhouse at Sweet Apple Acres. Cozy's parents are nowhere to be seen anywhere. And, I mean, her cutie mark is a sign of her being manipulative and cunning. And just the oh so nice, friendly attitude that she has. And we've seen little glimpses, or brick to the face glimpses. We've seen both subtle and complete brick to the face. No, not brick to the face. A freaking semi to the face. Moments that said, yo, she's evil. And so now she's trying to suck up all the magic in Equestria and become the Empress of Friendship. Now, and one thing all of Equestria about her. Now, on one hand, you could say it's a typical typical supervillain trope where she's wanting everyone to bow to her. She's wanting to rule everything. Yeah, it's kind of a cliche thing, but the thing is, this is different in how it's playing out. She's trying to suck up all magic from Equestria. And so no pony can use magic. No pony can stop her. She's even sucked the magic from Tartarus, rendering every single creature there powerless. But if Cozy tried to use the magic herself, try to infuse the magic into herself, don't see that happening. Because obviously she's a Pegasus. She's not an alicorn, so she can't use that. But I'm just wondering, what is her game? And okay, here's the thing. Tirac said that Cozy was his pen pal, and they were riding back and forth, and that she was his little protege. I'm guessing Tirac was able to help Cozy to work her way in and find out these little details. But there's something that I still don't. There's a couple things that I still don't really understand. Number one, and right here, Cozy said she wanted to be the friendship. She wanted to be the Empress of Friendship. And it does not appear in this episode that she had any intention of setting Tirac free. So I'm wondering what her game was here. Like I said, there's a couple things I don't understand. Number one, what exactly did Tirac think? He is manipulative and cunning himself. Did he really think that Cozy would honor their agreement and possibly somehow have him set free? Yeah. I've seen enough bad guy things to know never trust a bad guy because they'll always stab you in the back. We saw the same thing pretty much at the end of the My Little Pony movie. Tempest thought she could trust the Storm King to give her back her horn, and he didn't. He lied. He used her. He had no intention, and so he tried to destroy her, but she was able to fight back. Temporarily, of course, she was saved. Storm King defeated. That's kind of what, there's a bit of a similarity here. Turek may have actually legit thought he could trust this little bitch and that she would not turn her back on him. And I'm freaking Santa Claus. Ho ho effing ho. And this, he somehow was able, I don't know who got in contact with who first. I don't know. But, or how that came to be. But Cozy wanted to take over everything. And I'm also still wondering what gain is there for her. And what was she going to do to Turek whenever she became Empress? Destroy him? Wouldn't surprise me. Now, there's a couple, and another thing here, of course, Naysayer. This retard dickface comes back and wants to shut the school down, and being the racial dick that he is, being the racist dick that he is, only wants it to be ponies. He says the way it was meant to be. I'd like to rip off his horn and shove it up his butt. And so he traps the students there, but the other pony, he manages, I forgot his name, he manages, I know he's playing. I knew he was playing. He used that he was a pony to escape, to be able to figure out a way to try to set his friends free and figure out what is going on. Now, the main six is now trapped in Tartarus. They have no magic. They can't escape. And Cozy is insane. And now, it's one of those little situations where, and obviously Naysayer is standing in her way. He is standing in her way. And if she was a unicorn, she would probably get him alone and then blast a hole right through his chest. That wouldn't surprise me. But Cozy is an interesting character. I'm not going to lie. Cozy is an interesting character. And Cozy is realistic as a villain, as a bad guy. Because there are people who look innocent, but they're evil. They will stab you in the back and they will put on this innocent charade and make you feel oh so sorry for them. But in actuality, they are manipulative, they use you, and they don't care whatsoever. Cozy is she fits that description. She looks innocent, but in actuality, she's insane. There's something deeper, darker lurking under her, under what we see on the surface. And we can see bits and pieces of it coming out. Like the veins bulging, and I don't know if she's ready to snap at any moment or what, but she's showing the telltale signs of it. She acts innocent. I mean, she's cunning. I mean, I have to give her that. She's cunning, but she is ready to break. And she wants to be the Empress of friendship and rule over everything. And it's funny how she said, friendship is not magic. It's funny how, in a way, I mean, I don't know if that's intentional, but I would say it is. It's jabbing at the title of this whole series. Friendship is magic, and here she's saying friendship isn't magic. She's basically saying all of what you've learned over the course of 8 years is bullcrap. And she was right, actually, when she said friendship is power. Yes, it is power, of course. It is magic, but it is power. But it's a different kind of power. She thinks it's power to rule and take over. And friendship is not exactly like that. But she's cunning. I have to say, she's cunning and manipulative, and she's very good at what she's doing. And it's very interesting to see her. There are a few different kinds. Whenever you think of a villain, there are a few different ways that you can classify a villain. There's the comical supervillain, where their plans might sound outlandish, but they may come off a bit, but not successfully. I would put Dr. D. I would put Draken. I would put Draken from Kim Possible in that category. And then I would put. Then there is the crazy maniacal villain. I guess you could put probably the Joker from Batman probably in that category. And then there is the cunning, conniving, manipulative villain, the bad guy, that they remain calm, but they're evil. I think there's a Batman, there's a villain from, I think it's Batman, Lex Luthor. I think that's it, Lex Luthor. I think that fits that bill, who's calm. Shere Khan as well from the Tailspin series. He was supposed to be like a villain, but he was calm and very cool with it. Cozy is kind of in between the last two. She's kind of calm, but she's showing signs of snapping and on the brink of insanity. So, yeah. Again, I'm still not certain what her gain is with this, what she gains, but she's sapping magic all over Equestria. And there are scenes throughout the episode where you can see the things transpire, and I'm going to go over some of them as we progress. Derpy returns, little Derpster. The Derpster returns to deliver the mail. This scene here where Starlight makes a mention, maybe you did your spell wrong. Look at Cozy's face. There are two different faces here that I want to point out that she makes. The first is one of concern. And there's a few different means, and maybe I'm looking too much into this, but going by her personality in this episode and what we've seen, what I gather, what I see personally, whenever, and other people might say it's different, and that's fine, but what I see whenever I look at Cozy here is I see someone who is a bit concerned that Starlight perhaps is catching on, that others are catching on too soon to her plan before she has a time to enact her plan. Here she has a bit of a smirk, like, Here there's a sense of pride that she has in her face. She's prideful of what she's doing because she thinks it's so cunning, it's so good. No one is ever going to figure it out, and she'll be able to enact it. And here, whenever she starts to fake like she did not know T-Rex's name, she knew it. She knew T-Rex's name, and she deliberately set T-Rex up. She set both T-Rex up and the main six. She killed two birds with one stone here. First, she was using T-Rex as a pawn. It's possible that she started talking to T-Rex. It's possible that here she had intentions from the start of using T-Rex as a pawn. If things got to this situation, she decided to use T-Rex as a pawn and sell him out, even though he was completely innocent in the situation. She used it as a gimmick to throw off the main six from her trail, even though they wouldn't have thought her. But she wanted to use him as a pawn so that they would think it was him and they would chase after him, which leads up to the second play in her playbook, which was luring the main six to Tartarus so that they would be locked up and away from her so she could enact her plan and nobody would be any the wiser. Of course, whenever Cozy finds out that Starlight is not going, that she's staying behind, that puts a dent in her plans. So she starts to make the mention about what happened last time Starlight was put in charge and how she had to deal with Discord. Her plan here was to play against Starlight, to try to make Starlight think, hey, I can handle the adventure, or she's trying to make kind of brings Starlight down, making her doubt herself and think, maybe I shouldn't do this. She's trying to use that to her advantage. She's trying to manipulate Starlight in her own way. And I'm not gonna lie, I was quite disappointed with Tartarus. I was quite disappointed with how Tartarus looked. I was expecting something scarier. I was. And I know what some people are going to say. Well, it's MLP, it's not, it can't look really scary, but it was too calm. It was too peaceful. Like, in my mind, Tartarus was seas of fire and lava, geysers of fire exploding around you, intense heat, creatures walking around with like pitchforks and these wild, evil, freaky looking creatures of different shapes and sizes, and just walking around and laughing and snickering to each other, and that you would see these beasts roaming free, not because they were locked in Tartarus, but because they were the beasts of Tartarus. And some of them might have been locked up, but Cerberus is supposed to be the guardian of the underworld. I mean, I was expecting something kind of more biblical. I was expecting something more biblical to be here. I was expecting something darker, but instead it's mostly calm and blues and purples, and I mean, I love the color, but I won't deny. I mean, I personally was expecting more from Tartarus. It just looked it was disappointing for me. It was disappointing for me. I mean, and I don't mean no disrespect to the writers or the animators, but yeah, I was hoping for something darker, And one thing I still have to wonder is how the freaking heck that Dick Sayer, the Dick Whisperer, got inside the school. I mean, the school's supposed to be locked up. It's nighttime. How did he get in? I don't understand that. I mean, it makes no freaking sense. Technically speaking, the guy should not even be able to get inside the school. And I know that's a ridiculous thing to talk about or think about, considering everything else, but I try to point out the details that I see. Imagine if you had a happy home and the homeowners association, those a-holes, ended up coming into your home. Just one day you were just sitting there watching TV or maybe having dinner. Next thing you know, boom! They barge in through the front door and be like, "We're here to inspect your home." Like, seriously? I'd be thinking, dude, you're trespassing on private property. I mean, what is this? What is this, Animal Crossing, where they just come and inspect your home while you're gone and leave you a note? Leave you a letter? And one other thing that I have to point out is this particular scene with Cozy. Cozy is wanting to send the magic to another realm. However, technically speaking, unless you choose a realm, isn't that kind of dangerous? Like, all of the magic in Equestria, that's a freaky ton of magic. Look what it did to Tirak, and she's trying to send... I mean, that was not all of it. But imagine all of that magic from Equestria, all of that magic together going to another realm, a realm that you don't even know what's there. That's dangerous. That is a very dangerous thing. And obviously she doesn't care. She's crazy. She's maniacal. She doesn't care where it goes. But I love the scene here. I love the scene where Cozy is walking around Starlight here, and this motion of these objects just kind of remaining here in the circle as Cozy's making her way around it, and it's showing the position, the turn, the angle. And Starlight is also turning with it as well, and so I really love that effect. I also have to point out something else which is kind of funny. I didn't notice it at first, but the fact that she has this icon taped onto this crown, that's hilarious. You can, I mean, she taped it on. You can kind of still tell that there's still a little bit of a child here because she taped it on. But at the same time, yeah, she's evil. I mean, she's freaking evil. She's freaking evil. So, yeah. But now, on to episode 2 of MLP. On to episode 2 to see what is going down, see what's going to happen. But, yeah. I've been expecting Cozy. I knew Cozy was going to be a bad guy. Right from the start, I didn't know how much of a bad guy. I didn't know what would happen. Now I see that she's freaking evil. And not, you're evil. No, I mean, freaking crap, that's evil. Now, the question right now that I have to ask is, who so far has been the worst and most dastardly villain that we have seen so far? And I'm kind of talking about ones like Chrysalis, Cozy, Tirak. Well, now I don't include Nightmare Moon because she was reformed. Luna was reformed, and I don't really count Discord because Discord wasn't really evil. He was just more of a chaotic, fun evil. But Chrysalis, she was evil. Tirak was evil. Cozy is evil. I think right now I'm probably gonna have to put Tirak and Cozy in a close second. I mean, kind of together. I'll wait and see what happens with her later on in the next episode. But yeah, I'm really curious as to what's going to happen. Raze the school. I wonder what's going to happen. I hope that we don't see the school destroyed like we did Twilight's original home at the end of season 4. I hope we don't see the school get destroyed, or Twilight's new home. I'm sure that there are some people out there who would love to see that school get blown up. But yeah, I'm really curious as to see what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and start the next episode. But why is my internet dropped a bit? That's strange. But yeah, again, to everybody that worked on this episode, thank you all so much. Did great. I love the improved animation, like with that scene with Cozy's walking around Starlight. I love that scene. I mean, the colors, fantastic. It just looks beautiful and very, very intense, and I'm very curious as to see what's going to happen. So again, thank you to everybody that worked on this part 1 of this season 8 finale. Thank you all so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And let's go ahead and begin with the next episode. So thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video that I do. Take care.